Hey everybody, Arthur here with another mail haul video. It's just a small mini mail haul. I got a box in the mail that was worthy to go live for. So hopefully everybody is doing well, watching PulseCon, getting hyped for all these reveals and pre-orders. I know wallets are going to be crying, but thankfully, if you pre-order from a lot of places, they don't charge you up front because a lot of the stuff we're pre-ordering doesn't come out until like December or next year. So which I will be covering a lot of the PulseCon stuff, give my opinions, might have some guests on here to give their opinions when it comes to the state of the art next Wednesday or this coming Wednesday, however you want to view it, because we're still in the same prior week. But hopefully everybody is doing well. Hopefully everybody is pre-ordering everything that they want. And hopefully I'm not interrupting anybody from pre-ordering stuff. So what's in the box, eh? What's in the box? The Canuck is in here. Joshua Pollock, long time no see. Judd in here. How is everybody doing? You guys been getting hyped from some of these reveals? I mean, I know Store Horseman dropped a really amazing item, and I just couldn't manage it. I was like, man, after shipping, it was like the Sleepy Hollow headless or headless horseman, whatever, Sleepy Hollow dude. And basically it was like out the door shipping was like 140 something dollars. I'm like, ooh, it's just that shipping that threw it a little bit over. But everybody's prices are going up, even the horsemen's, unfortunately. I mean, you gotta look at like Arthur and his horse, I think were like $100. This set was like 120 before shipping and tax. So $20 increase after 3 years. I mean, I guess everybody's getting hit with it. But how is everybody? Everybody that's tuning in. Marty, if I was still collecting Hasbro, I'd still gotta remember not to turn off my mouse. So we got Judd here. If I was still collecting Hasbro, I'd definitely be hyped. That is true. Why am I wearing these headsets? See, I get into this whole thing where I feel like you need the headset in order to open stuff and go live, but I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not listening to anything. So let's put the headset away because I don't need it. It's one of those things that it's weird when I see solo people go live with headsets on and all that stuff, I guess, to have that appearance. But you're talking to me through text. I don't know. It's sort of weird. I'm sitting there looking at myself. I'm like, that's a little bit bonkers. Yeah, I can't swing the Mythics Headless Horseman. Yeah, man, I wanted to. It was really cool. But I was also holding back because I didn't know what from the GI Joe line was going to be charging and all that type of stuff. So, I didn't know, and I know for a fact if I had to choose, I wanted that Serpentor and Chariot over a Four Horsemen, which sounds ridiculous, but I'm that diehard of a GI Joe fan. Damn, Judd. Damn, it sucks being old and poor. Elbow cough, whatever. Eric. All right, so we got some people in here. We got 5 people. I mean, that's fine. Anybody watches this letter. Better than the Canuck in here. Better than the Hasbro Ghost Rider. That's true. The pricing, I think Serpentor was like $80 with this Chariot. Then you got the Four Horsemen stuff was 120. I mean, yeah, still wasn't no $350. But let's go ahead and this is the box right here. Looks like it's from Target. I can't show you too much. It has a lot of personal information on the top, so it'll be interesting on how to open this. Trusty knife. And remember, kids, cut away from your body. And this box comes all the way from Washington State. My buddy Paul Hughes, good friend, Plastic Cannibals member. And if you guys that are watching, I mean, if you haven't heard about the plastic cannibals or understand when I say plastic cannibals, what I'm referring to, I have a Facebook group full of collectors. Try to keep it 100% drama free. Try to keep it where everybody's just sort of collecting, having a good time, showing off their collections, figure photography, pickups, all that good stuff. And if you haven't joined up or you're in, you want to be involved, just look us up, Plastic Cannibals, on Facebook. Answer the questions. Come on in and chat it up with us, because it's really fun. We look out for one another. I want it to really be like we're the kids back in the day living on the same street, and somebody got the new action figure and we all rush to their home and check it out, and we're all playing with toys together. That's really what Plastic Cannibals is about. We have a variety of people scattered throughout the country, so when stuff drops in stores, we all look out for one another. It's shipping and plus retail, so it's retail and shipping on people that are getting stuff for one another. We don't scalp. We're anti-scalpers. Prime example, like Judd, he's my moderator, as you guys see all the time. He also posts up in the group all the new stuff that is coming out, pre-orders and all that stuff, and it varies from all over stuff. It doesn't have to be what's the hotness. He does everything, and it's awesome, because I like some of the weird stuff that people don't like, and some people like other stuff I don't like. So it's good that we don't miss that beat. But he ended up getting, I think it was Grizzlor, and for Paul, coincidentally, person I'm opening this box from, he ended up getting that Mattel Grizzlor, the physical one, and he didn't want it, but he wanted to help. What the Paul's crazy. So what was I saying? Oh, I got distracted about what's in the box. So so Paul got it, and he didn't have to wait until next year to get his, like everybody else, because Mattel was crazy. So he wrapped this up really well. There's stuff that we got a meat stick. Never heard of chomps. Grass-fed and finished beef. All stick without the ick. 0 sugar. And it even says, taste my meat. So he wants me to wait. What's up, Ginger Hitman? What is up, man? Sounds like you cater to plastic crack dealers. Man, I if you're addicted to the plastic, man, and it's the place to be. We just want to have fun, and why can't we all have the same action figures? We don't need to buy cases of figures and be like, I got 100 of these. Do you got any? And then you got people that just want one. We don't do that crap. I'm trying to expand some of the members collecting beyond Hasbro. Hey, that works. We'll join Facebook group once I get back to my computer. Hey man, it's fun. It's definitely fun. And I recommend, just post whatever pictures of your figures, even if it's like one figure that you picked up or stuff that you're playing around with it. Just have fun with it. Paul hooking up the snacks. Yeah, he hooked me. There's stuff in here that I was not expecting. So it has I don't know if there's anything in the letter. To the most beautiful, and he says my last name, in the world is what's on here. So, dude, I'm definitely eating his meat. Eating his meat tonight. Gonna go and play some Grounded with my buddy Eric today. I'm an Xbox player, even though I have a gaming PC, which is weird. There's something in here. He actually wrote something that's very sweet. Or he drew. All right, let's. I don't even know if I could show this. It's upside down. It's called Captain Weenus. You guys get the idea, It's just the tip. But let me see what he said. There's actually he handwritten. I don't know if I should read this out loud. Because I don't want to read it and then have it have personal stuff in there. But yes, I will read that fully later and respond to Paul directly. Because it wasn't just some bullshit. Even though he drew the picture and he was having fun with it, there was still some like heart-to-heart stuff in there, which, you know, maybe not everybody wants that stuff spilled out. But holy crap! So I don't know why he sent this. I thought he got this for himself, but it's a figure that I never got, but it comes in a clamshell. But a Rise of Cobra Arctic Destro has that gimmick of squirting water and stuff, but has like little ice pieces. He has on his dome, there's actually white paint like frost. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Thank you so much, Paul. Got a Destro. It's actually a Pursuit of Cobra figure I didn't have. Rise of Cobra, Pursuit of Cobra. I'm getting a mix. It's Rise of Cobra, I think. I think he put a bunch of stuff in here. One thing is the way it's like it has a stand. You know what that stand is? Wait, what? Without right letters anymore other than inmates? Yeah, man, it's no, it's cool. It's cool. So this one came in. Let's get some of these bubble wraps out of here. I guess he felt I needed one of these. He's trying to get my addiction going. A Warhammer, McFarlane Warhammer chick, which is pretty freaking cool. Don't know what part she's from or which team. I was always a Grey Knights, but the red, white, the green eyes, and her freaking chainsaw sword. He's trying to get that addiction going. There's 2 trigger fingers. Dos trigger fingers. Sister of Battle. Okay. Got a big old honking gun. That's what she said. Come on, McFarlane. Do your trigger fingers actually work in the trigger? Yeah, that's dope. Like a big old bolter. Yeah, I was not expecting this. And I'm sort of getting lost in it because it poses really nice. The not soft goods, but the little loincloth isn't like overly like stiff and everything. This is dope. Thank you, Paul. That's geez, and I can't believe there's still more. And there's more. Uh-oh. Did he not make it? Oh no. We got a man down. A man down. This thing's been bubble wrapped all the heck. Like I'm opening them out of their cocoons. But it popped right on. I don't even want to twist it. I want to have them get a little bit warmer before I start moving the joints. Look at that. Big old boy. NECA Anthrax. I think Anthrax. Don't kill me if it's wrong. I want to move his mandibles and his antennae, but I'm afraid I'm going to break them. But this is a big boy. See if I can give you an example. So like you got Spirit. Like this dude's huge. Huge. All right. So we got Anthrax. Get some ASMR in there of me playing with tape. All right. So you know who came with that figure, right? This is the one I wanted. So what was happening is Paul saw it and I wanted one figure out of it the most because I had it as the kid. I had both of them as a kid, but you know, I was like, hey, we'll split it or whatever. Scumbug. Had him as a kid, and I loved him as a kid because he came with all the little pinkish red roaches and everything. And I mean, NECA stuff, their Toon Turtle stuff is very clean, really well painted. But then the problem is, it's just the joints. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to break it, like, moving certain, like, because Paul had him and he wasn't really posing him around. So he didn't get really, like, didn't break them in, which NECA, you got to be very cautious when you're breaking them in. But I love the articulated jaw. You can just have them like going crazy. But very, very cool. I mean, who needs Super 7 when you got NECA pumping out some quality stuff and they're loaded with a bunch of accessories? I don't get it. For this 2-pack, you're paying for one Super 7 figure in a sense. All right, what else do we got in here? I think he just tossed. All right. I think I have this Usagi from the Nickelodeon series. Paul, I don't know if this was supposed to fall in there, bro, because I thought you said you liked Usagi Yojimbo because he got the he ended up getting the NECA one. I think I think I have this one, or this one might be a different one. I have to look at my Nickelodeon Turtles. All right, so got all the accessories in this like little pouch. It's like a little something you'd put your. I mean, that could slide over your thing, you know, like this is like the true Magnum right here. But is this a mystery? I guess it's all Anthrax and Scumbug's accessories, but there is a Lego mystery figure, minifigures from the Muppets. It's not opened. So let's see who I got. Or maybe not. All right, it has like a little manual or whatever. Maybe probably their checklist. But I don't need no stinking manual. Well, I say that, and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Well, either way, the person we got Fozzie the Bear. And he comes with, it looks like a mic stand, couple microphones. But yeah, I mean, in a banana. So you can do a stand up. Set him up here because I got to figure out how to put them all together. Because I didn't think I needed a manual, but I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Bubble wrap. That'll definitely be reused. He did not. He did not. Do you guys want to see what else did he toss in here? He threw in some weird ass shit. All right. Should I save the weird for last? There's two weird. You either got a weird letter / picture, or you get a weird figure. And then the other stuff is cool, really cool, that I like, that I wanted. Or that I was aware of because he spoiled some of the surprise. So I'll let you guys choose weird figure or weird photo letter. Man, you guys sleeping on me? Am I that boring? I need to spin up and be like, woo, woo, stand up and do weird fist both. Oh, you meant first. You can't. I'm doing one and then the other, or I'll save one for the end. All right, I'll start with the figure. I don't know why he had this, why he sent it to me. And why is she so small? I need you guys to tell me if this is her, like if this is the real figure. So he sent me fucking why? Why, Paul? What is this? Why? Is this real? It says Star Wars Black Series, but she looks tiny. Is this really how she came? I don't think I've ever seen this figure in hand. It's got the Scooby-Doo eyes. Is she really like, please tell me, like, is this like, was this the peg warmer that was out there? Is she really supposed to go with the Black Series? Is she this small, or is this supposed to be 3 3/4 inch? I have no idea. Of course, I appreciate it, and I'll figure something to do with it. But she looks 3 3/4. But Black Series isn't 3 3/4. Judd, best Black Series ever. That's true. I mean, it looks like you and Canuck here. We got saved from the landfill and best Black Series ever. Who like the movie was the movie, but I want to know if this is supposed to be the scale. Like she's supposed to go with the normal Black Series figures. Best dollar he spent. The weapon looks cool. Her accessories look really cool. The details like on her clothes are cool, but her face is just awful. But I guess I will have to do a review of this. This is nobody's gonna watch it, but I'll still review it just so it's out there. So that will be the weird first. Let's go into something that I haven't opened yet. I haven't opened any of them yet, but he opened this one because it just was easier to ship it this way. This guy's got some weight to him. Gonna have to paint him up a little bit. We got ourselves pumpkin wrapper. My first Power Rangers out of the box. All my stuff is packed up, or well, in the box, and I'll have to review it. But I wanted this guy. I have some of the villains, but this was one that I remember as a kid watching the show. But I definitely got to add paint to the mouth and the eyes. I can't deal with that. And then he also did the sack of goodies, and really what drew me to this, not only because I remember it. I am a sucker for the whole like neon green, but the little extra pumpkins. Like I am crazy for accessories, as Judd may I think no, the Canuck, he's talking about $3. He was talking about the 3 3/4 size, not $3.75. But I love the little pumpkins. Like these are good for figure photography, and also they pop on the heads of the Rangers and all that stuff. So you can really have fun with it. And it just this figure's great. They just could have added wash and more paint to him. Like this thing is pretty cool looking, and he's just a giant melon of a head. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. So far, it's a lot of figures in this box, like more than I was expecting. Oh. So this last one I wanted and I missed out. It kept selling because I really felt like I needed the new head sculpt. And then with seeing it in hand, definitely is better. He sent this guy on card. Got myself the updated Gambit, retro carded Gambit. It's just going to get ripped open because I wanted that proper hairstyle. Like I never understood. And he got a lot of this stuff, like just to mind you, like some of the stuff he ended up finding like clearance on. Um, like he's just really well, he's just good at finding clearance stuff, like Art G and stuff, and my buddy Ernest. But yeah, the hair was the big issue with the other one. Like, how you gonna have Gambit not have the hair properly, and then they got the cards that are actually painted and everything. So I dig it. He will replace the other Gambit. And what's funny is I have like Retro Rogue right down below me, so that's where this guy's gonna go. All right, so he sent me. He said, "Dearest Arthur, enjoy these tasty treats with all my heart, and I love coming with it. See joining. Oh, see you in my dreams, big boy. XOXO Josh Pence." And it had another thing. I'll block it, but it's shooting out hearts. But you want to know what's crazy? Like it's a photo of Josh Pence. It's a photo of Josh Pence. No, I haven't seen the Gambit movie trailer. Judd, what the Judd? Yes, art is all about the accessories that end up in a drawer or box. And no, I haven't seen the 20-minute Gambit movie. Is it like official trailer? Like official? When was that shown? Was that this week? And I saved the most special for last. I'm gonna reuse this box probably for something. I know you'll be framing that. You know, he said he's been putting it to work, and it's a treat of his. So maybe it needs to go in a frame. Keep it cleaner. But that's that's wild. That's wild. I got a meat stick and, and a Josh Pence picture. Yeah, it's been out for a while now. All right, I got to check it out. I definitely got to check it out. So Paul knows that I'm a GI Joe fan. Obviously, he sent me the Destro. Um, but he was getting rid of some stuff, or he was selling off some stuff. And one thing he sort of kept around. So this is straight from his collection, but he got rid of everything else, but kept this one to send to me. Look at that. It's legit, full on cartridge. Got to clean it out a little bit. It's got some dust, some cobwebs, but yeah, this is awesome. This is actually was made by Capcom. And I played both of these as a child, and I love the cover of this. Like, the only thing I need to hunt down is like the box and the manual. It's got this, with the slip cover and everything. And the condition of this is really, really clean. It's got the Arctic Storm Shadow, the Snake Eyes, that's all blue with the orange or the red goggles. General Hawk. This is like season 2 or whatever. Yeah, you got to see that General Hawk and Snake Eyes. It's not focused, but and it was crazy about what's crazy is the game itself plays like an old school like Mega Man game. Like Capcom back in the day, like make everything play like Mega Man. And but this is awesome. Like, this thing is like, I'm gonna, put it on display with my Joes in a DTOF. I'll get like a stand, maybe keep it in slip sleeve. There you go. We'll just keep it in sleeve. But I want a way to where I could present it sort of like halfway out. Something like this, but not crooked, of course. But I'm sure there's ways to display it, but it's awesome. This is ridiculously cool. Does it even have a year on it? 1985. I was 2 years old when this came out, but I remember playing the heck out of it. So anyway, let me just sort of, no, I'm joking. I won't toss that bad boy. I actually want to put it in the bubble, in the bubble wrap. So yeah, so that is my mail haul. I got a bunch of cool figures, stuff that I wasn't expecting, like the Warhammer. This again is just cool and fun to pose around. And I think McFarlane and his damn ratcheted joints. Yeah, I can't. The bottom knee. No, it's not wanting to work, but these are cool. If he does Grey Knights, I'm going to be all about it. I'm already on the fence about getting all the Joy Toy Grey Knights, especially when they announced like a fifth figure on top of the Dreadnought that they did. Because I really, yeah, that's tits right there. Look at that. So cool. But yeah, I wanted to get all the Joy Toy ones, but it's like, man, it's gonna be, they're expensive. Like the new one they just announced was like 90 something bucks. All the other figures are like 80 bucks a piece, and they're 3 3/4. They're a little bit bigger than 3 3/4 due to the fact there are guys wearing Space Marine armor, and they look amazing. Like Paul's been doing the Chaos Marines and stuff like that, and they're just metal as fuck. But I ended up getting the Grey Knights because it was more cost effective. You didn't have to buy as much because they were valued at more points and whatnot. I never even played the game, but I started getting into them because my buddy was doing this giant, I think it was like the Blood Angels or Dark Angels or whatever. They were like a green themed Space Marine set, and he had like tanks and all this crazy stuff. And I'm like already doing goblins from normal Warhammer, still never played it, was just buying the stuff and painting it up. And I was like, man, I already invested into this. I can't invest double that, like, because Games Workshop stuff is expensive, but awesome. And so he was like, you can just do Grey Knights. They don't cost that much. You can get a couple regiments, stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, all their stuff was like pewter and all that stuff. But I built up a pretty good army, and so I want those just because of that nostalgia behind it, and plus they look badass. Like I think one of them has like a demon head that he's carrying around, and they're like super like religious. And let's see. Blow on it, dude. If I blow on it, there's some cobwebby stuff in there, man. I don't want that's gonna blow up back into my mouth if I did that. Oh wow, that's the winner of the of the Paul box. Yeah, it was awesome. The Canuck was 14. You're 14. You got some of the. Were you getting too? Were you getting out of like games and toys a little bit before all this stuff went crazy, or you were just diving right in? I won't say how old I was in '85. You're 302. Um, I've been collecting all the Joy Toy 40K. Stop. Stop. All of them? All of them? That's it's crazy. Love them all. No painting and gluing them. That is true. That is true. But I mean, if are you just getting one of each, or are you army building so to where you could like play with them, like play a game or a match with them? Dude, all Joy's Toys stuff looks amazing. Definitely worth the money, in my opinion. I'll eventually add some of their stuff to my collection. I mean, I'm with you, Judd. If it's readily available, I'll definitely try to do it as well. Um, Again, I'm gonna be all this stuff you guys see. It's all gonna be changing. I'm gonna be moving. All that stuff. Got some stuff going on in my life, but uh, the unboxing art layer will be way better once I settle in to my definitive place. Yes, now I'm getting back into collecting. Okay, nice. And he's doing one of each. All right, good. I was like, man, I couldn't imagine somebody trying to make a regiment. Oh, wait. Except Space Wolves, two of each. Okay. Yeah, man. They're great looking figures. The articulation, the paintwork, the detail. So yes, they're pretty much like you don't have to do anything. And if you wanted to, you could build those regiments and probably play. Um, I'm sure there's people out there that do that. It's all for the better. Wife is supportive of my hobby. Yeah, I mean, it's for having, I guess people just need to understand the hobby. My whole thing is if anybody has questions about it, uh, the current misses and stuff, if she wants to ask questions and stuff, I'm always like, hey, but a lot of times it's not even that. It's like stands at the door, just like eyes open, like, what is all this? And to a normal person, I feel like it could seem overwhelming and just be like, what the heck? It's a mess. Because honestly, the floor right now it is. But everything else, like this is just it's a lot. Like it's a mind I don't know, like a mind blast because there's just so much stuff, so many colors, so many figures. But I love it because I feel like with your own personal space, being man caves, office, whatever, like this is when you enter it, this is sort of like how my mind is. Like this is part of my mind. Like I want to be surrounded by inspiration and stuff that I grew up with. Um, and that's really what it's about. Like I ain't doing this for really anybody else to come in here and be like, you got some good figures here. That's pretty cool. I remember this. Like, no, it's like I'm setting this up because it brings happiness to me. Um, but I think it's awesome. Oh my god, what spends this? Oh, I don't even want to know what what you spent. Um, but yeah, I'm just sort of flabbergasted and having fun with posing this figure out. Very cool stuff right there. You move her out of the way. Dive into some of these accessories. This is a monster. This is monster of a battle axe. That iconic gun that everybody usually has, but they lose the hose. Yeah, I get see with my job overtime, it just like you got a little roach. When it comes to overtime for my job, it's just like it doesn't make sense, at least. So I'm just trying to like justify it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Maybe I should, but that means I'd be putting in like 12-hour days. And then it's also based on what time slots are available. I don't know how it works for at your place because I would love to do it, but it's like I would rather do it where I'm like staying a couple hours after I get off versus like like random times because I work usually like morning to like evening-ish, so I have like a little bit further in the evening I can work, but if those time slots aren't available, I can't really work it. But yeah, this thing, he came with some of the coolest stuff. And it's actually spiky to the like it hurts the hand. It's got like this crazy sword. Got this. Actually, let me move this figure out of here. Yeah, your wife did. Judd's wife sent me risers because he kept saying, you need to get risers. I was like, man, I keep getting figures. You know, I need to get risers. I need to get lights. But I'm sort of glad I didn't get all that stuff quite yet. I think there's yeah, there we go. Because of that just mean more stuff to haul. Oh, I didn't like the sound of that. That popped. What the fuck? Damn, I put that knife in the sheath and it scratched the hell out of the. Guys can't see it, but it. Because it like will slide in smoothly with that, but then you push it in, it does like a pop. Yeah. Scratching easy bullshit. Yeah, this guys need to warm up a little bit. They need to warm up. The articulation on this bad boy is pretty awesome. Got like the upper area that can just shift around and shift away and like they articulated his little freaking ant butt. But yeah. So yeah, that's really the mail haul. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. I can't wait to mess around with even more and pose up some odd stuff. Very, very, very odd stuff. Especially the Destro and GI Joe stuff. I always love GI Joe stuff. You know, Judd being greedy. As much as the move will suck for you, I'm looking forward for you being closer to me. Laugh out loud. Looking forward to hanging out with you. That's gonna happen, Judd. And I opened. This is Paul's meat. Is there an expiration date? Maybe I should have looked at I'm sure he wouldn't put some old meat in here. I don't think. First time having chomps. It's not bad. for being grass-fed and finished beef and zero sugar. I dig it. It tastes good. I could probably eat that on the go. Due to the fact that like even has a little bit of spice to it, starts burning your tongue a little bit. I got that white palate a little bit, so spice doesn't work as well. Like, I mean, I could deal with spice. It's that artificial spice. Like, there's one spice, two spices that really mess me up, and I don't understand why. Popeye's chicken, their spicy tenders, for some reason, gives me like stomach pains. And then Chick-fil-A has like a salad that I get that has like spicy chicken on it, which it's good. It adds a nice burn to your mouth. Like it's good. But for some reason, it makes my stomach like die. But I can eat stuff like that or like spicy Doritos and spicy chips, and I'm fine. But when it comes to those two specific meals, it fucks me up. Oh, Judd. Is it better than a Slim Jim? So there's a way. It depends on how you eat a Slim Jim. So I've been introduced to a new way of eating a Slim Jim. And I feel like a crackhead when I do it. And I don't do it all the time. It's just like, hey, if I'm sitting there and I'm like, I just think of it, I was like, you know what, forget it, I'll do it. So it's gonna sound like a crackhead told me how to do this. But if you get a Slim Jim, you get one of those big ones, right? Because the big ones taste just as good as the little ones. They're just awesome. Slim Jims, I love them. Just give me the plain ones. I don't need the Tabasco. I don't need all these crazy. Just give me a plain Slim Jim. So you peel off that outer tough layer, right? And then you get yourself, a lighter or some sort of flame, and you just toast it up a little bit. Just toast it up a little bit. Then you take a bite. It is fucking phenomenal. It is good, and sounds like the trashiest thing I could ever say on YouTube because it's just like I can only imagine what somebody would see me if I was like, here I'm peeling off the little skin and I'm taking a lighter and heating, like cooking around, rotating, and then taking a bite and doing that. Like that's crazy. But somebody introduced that to me, and it's pretty good. Not something I'll do to all my Slim Jims, but I'll do it here and there. And then you got like Judd is saying the beef sticks that come with cheese sticks. I love those because I like the cheese more than the meat, and this meat stick is better than that. It is definitely better than the cheese. It's close to being similar, but it has a better flavor and more of a spice to it. How did I go from talking about toys? I just had to take a bite out of the meat stick. What's the point of me opening this box if I don't taste his meat on on the live unboxing? But yeah, I've been on here for 49 minutes. It was that was it. That was my mail haul. It was just one box loaded with a bunch of stuff. So I hope you guys were enjoying it. Hopefully it was entertaining. Anybody catching this at a later time, hopefully it brings some joy to your life or a smile. Anybody got any questions? Anything you got to say before I call it end of a stream or end of a mail haul, whatever the heck you want to call this? And as I'm waiting, watch Paul watch this and be like, dude, you're supposed to cook it. You're gonna get salmonella. You're gonna get worms. You should go live, do a live show all about snacks. No. I'd be that fat, obese dude that it's on oxygen mask. I'm eating 50 burgers. What is that guy's name? I'm not even going to say his name, but either way, I don't want to be that dude. Plus, who really gives a shit about snacks? Like, for food stuff that I'll watch once in a while, there's a little like guy. He might be older. I don't know. But freaking meat sticks getting caught in my throat. But his meat stick's gonna make me gag. There's a guy that has like slicked hair. He's a younger kid. He looks like a kid. And he eats stuff and he tries it all out and he wears a suit. Can't think of it, who he is, but that's a guy that does like some of the eating and testing stuff that I'll check his opinions. I don't watch the whole videos at all. I just want to see his opinion on certain things. I do. I love snacks. Well, everybody loves snacks. I mean, I love snacks, like, but I don't think I'm not going to start being like toys and snacks. Maybe after state of the art, I do that after a while. Maybe I'll open up something toys and snacks. My fucking dog came upstairs, sounding like a grown ass man, like coming up here, sounding like somebody walking in my damn house. That freaked me the hell out. I'm like, what is that noise? Like it's crazy. You'd watch that dude. Oh, you watch that dude too? Yeah, that I mean, some of that stuff that drops, like I want to know if it's good. Like Domino stuff, I don't mess with at all because Domino's food is gross. But anyway, that's enough about food. We're not talking about food. I'm getting out of here. I got some Grounded to go play on my Xbox, and you know, gonna go chill out. I got tomorrow off. Probably do knock off some reviews, and I want you guys, like I always say in all my videos, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting, and have a beautiful, beautiful motherfucking day.